Hey guys, Paul here. Welcome back to Let's Wig It Out. Today we're playing Gakuran. For those who don't know what Gakuran is a Roblox roleplay fighting game set in place Japan. You can tell by the pink trees and the fact that my last name is like Japanese kind of. Yeah. Now if you know me, you know that I don't play games normally. Around 3 days back at the time of recording this, I found something. I found a bug so powerful that it could theoretically crash entire servers. A bug involving the most unused item in the entire game. That's right, I'm talking about erasers. Lots and lots of erasers. So to actually explain what's going on, we need to go a couple of days back. I was just playing the game with my usual group when I saw something while going around a through cam. Naturally, my first thought is, yeah, let's pause the roleplay. Let's check this room out. Why is this room filled with erasers? I think there's something happening in one of the other classrooms. Okay, so I just like I think something's happening in one of the other classrooms. I don't really know. Inside the room, we discovered an issue with how the game handled objects. For some reason, you could just pick up erasers, drop them, pick up more erasers, drop them, and they would just stay there. And they would just keep letting you get more erasers. Seeing this, my first goal was, let's fill a room with erasers. Let's do a YouTube live stream. Let's fill up an entire room with my entire community, and it'll just be a stupid little stream we can do. Then I realized it would be better to do this with just my friends, because then I had people to talk to and bounce off of, and I could actually get a video out of this. Knowing the size of the erasers though, I realized it would take several hours to fill up the whole room. So I would need to find a day where I can get all my friends in game, and we had several hours to fill up the place. It was the next day. Yeah, so it turns out getting a bunch of chronically online people to have free time and be online isn't the hardest thing. Before we started the Great Eraser Flood, however, I ended up 1v1ing Jimpy, and I totally won, let me tell you that.
Yo, wait, Paul, Jimpy, you should 1v1.
What?
Go, Paul, go. Yo, what the fuck?
Did I need to include that sequence? No. Do I think it's cool just to have PvP in the video before the main thing? Yes. After this fight, I ended up going down to my main base of operations, Classroom 3A. Classroom 3A is probably the most convenient room for this challenge, as it's near the stairs, so if you're a floor below or floor above, you can get to the room easily, and the eraser box is relatively close to the door, meaning that it's pretty easy to, block off the place. Once I had reached 3A, I started my mission, to just fill the place up. I'd also like to mention a fun little Roblox feature that would let us keep track of how many things we'd actually spawned. If you press Shift plus F4 on your keyboard, it opens up this menu. In this menu, underneath the World tab, you can see the current amount of parts inside the game. For each eraser you pick up, the part count goes up by 2, meaning that we can just figure out the amount of erasers in the room by taking the base part count of around 15,000 and subtracting our final total. For most of the beginning of filling up the room, I was doing this completely solo, so there's not much I can really say about this part. It's just me listening to some music and spamming E and backspace to generate erasers. To try and lure people in to join, I decided that I would take the erasers, instead of making the pile larger, I would run out of the classroom and just build a breadcrumb-esque trail up to the roof, so people who were fighting on the roof would see all these erasers and just follow them into the classroom. That plan was kind of unsuccessful. Once I had realized I probably wasn't going to be able to recruit people outside of my friends, I decided that I would go in and I would just keep filling up the room in general. So, you want to help me, I'm gonna block off the door if you want to help with that.
Sure. Why are we doing this?
Oh no, I've been doing this for the past hour. After I decided to block off the door, we went full ham on that idea. We had Stilton and Eddie come in, and we just started filling up the door and blockading it as best as we could for no reason.
Who is this nerd, bro? You can't get out, bro. You can't get out. Once you're in, you can't get out. You're gonna have to just live in here.
Yeah, we're charging $50 per day.
50 bucks per day. We're like, hey, don't remove our erasers.
That's so much easier to just grab it from the
bugging.
pile. Oh my gosh.
You want me to just generate more stuff for the pile?
Or scream
Yeah.
like that, I guess.
We just take
Yeah, I'll
it from
just
the
generate
pile.
stuff you take from the pile.
Oh.
It's like watching a guy play football. Look at
Sad
my
hut.
screen share. You run by in like a football pose. At this point, we had been placing these for around 3 hours and 50 minutes. At this point, it must have been almost 2 a.m. This is also the part of the video where I ask if you'd like to like and subscribe because of the amount of mental anguish I went through on this. I could probably win like a court case using this and say like they caused me psychological damage. We were here for a while. Go by roughly an hour and I was the only one working on this. I was the only one still there and Toshi joined. You might remember Toshi from that one YouTube short of the really happy guy. Yeah, that's him. That's Toshi. He's our goat. Okay, so pause everything. Yo, Toshi just joined. Call Toshi up here.
Oh my god! Oh my god! It's everywhere!
But yeah, so here's for the past 4 hours we have been placing these. Okay, class, so today let's talk about erasers and why they don't like the game.
Hey, so like, I have an important question actually.
Oh, what's up?
Let me look around.
What? I don't see anything out of the ordinary.
Yeah, you're right.
You good, man?
Yeah.
Acts like there's something weird going on here.
Yeah. Nothing is going on here.
Yeah, nothing. Nothing's
Yeah,
going on
it's
here
like-
at all.
It's like I'm just going to ignore that there's a big block of erasers over here. Oh wow, I can fit.
Oh, that's
Wow.
You can fit.
What the hell? What the hell?
I got shot all the way down the hall while you weren't looking.
We do that again?
I got this. Oh.
We do it again.
Here I come, San Francisco. I'm so green. Here is the
I
wind.
love whatever.
Dude, I
Where'd you
I was sent to
go?
the opposite end of the building. I bounced down the
saw.
hall. Geronimo! By the end of things, Stilted had joined a brand new fresh private server and I was still in our public server that had died out to the point that there was only 2 people in it. Our lobby had a total of 22,653 parts. Meanwhile, a brand new fresh server has roughly 15,000 parts. So the next thing we had to do was just figure out what the difference between the two amounts was. And to do this, we used our besto friendo. That's right, we used the calculator. If our server has 22,653 parts and a brand new lobby has 15,000 parts, that gives us a difference of 7,653 parts. Of course, it's not going to be one-to-one accurate, there could be extra stuff in the public lobby, but this is our rough estimate. Because each eraser contains 2 parts, as mentioned earlier, that means our total eraser count roughly equals up to 4,000 erasers. But we in total filled this room up with around 4,000 erasers, which, I'd say is pretty good. I spent 5 hours of my life doing this. Please subscribe, man. Please, guys, I'm begging you. Please, I need this.